Hello everyone, welcome back to Cluster B Milkshake. I am your host, along with Mr. Chicken. Yes, our support puppet. Today we are going to talk about cheating and when you confront your partner about the shady shit that they were doing. Now, we already know that they will blame shift, get mad at you snooping and stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you the story that I went through when I was caught. Because, I don't get fucking in trouble. So, when I was caught, I had already broken up with my emotional affair. I did keep blackmail stored because this motherfucker just loved to threaten me all the time to tell my husband if I did not come back. I'm telling you, he had motherfucking paranoid personality disorder flavor up in that borderline-ness. And it was just like a fucking psychotic storm going on if I took off. The rage attacks would come, I'd fucking take off. It was very emotionally stressful, and I was trauma bonded because the pain of not getting my needs met emotionally, reminded me of childhood. So I had a file tucked away in one of my 5,000 fucking emails, and one day out of the blue, and I was playing good wife for an forever time, so this must have been either weighing on his mind for a long time, or he noticed something about me that I was not aware of. His spidey senses were tingling or whatever, but it had been 7 months since I was not in contact with this person, except for him showing up once a month to be like, yeah, don't forget me, motherfucker, in a fucking message, which I would block right away. So anyway, he asks me if anybody, he's asking me fucking questions that he already fucking knows the answer to see if I'm going to lie. Yes, I'm going to lie. So that pisses me off, number one. If you have proof, just fucking say it, because I'm going to get enraged that, you're fucking testing me. Yes, double standard. Anyway, so he's asking me all these questions. I'm denying things, or whatever. And he's acting like, oh, okay. And then, a few days go by, he's having so much anxiety about the whole issue because he found the blackmail folder that he finally brings it to my attention, but not in person. He did it while he was at work. He sent me the screenshots, and he told me that he doesn't want me to get upset, that he just wants to understand what is going on. Now, this was a very good tactic because I took pause. And I thought, okay, I don't have to defend myself in an angry way because he's already bringing this information to me in a very calm manner. So getting upset back at somebody who is not upset, it didn't jive with my energy, okay? So he's sending me, the shit and everything, but he gives me time to think, all right, while he's away. He's not in my face. So I think, fuck it, because I was already, away from this person. I was not planning on going back to this person at all. And I'm just like, okay, if I tell my husband, then motherfucker can never blackmail me, which I never let him. I just ghosted him anytime he would try to blackmail me. But now he can never hold that over my head ever again. So I was like, great, I'm just gonna fucking come clean, let it be clean. I did not have guilt. I did not have remorse. I did not have regret. I didn't fucking care, that I did this cheatery thing, because it had nothing to do with my husband. Nothing. I didn't fucking go after this dude. We were working together on a project, and then he was, and then you spend too much time with the opposite sex and get to know each other way too fucking good. You start to, get to the intimacy fuckery, all right? This is why I always tell you, fuck you, and you thinking that you can be best friends with somebody of the opposite sex when you're in a relationship. No. Okay, so I come clean. I tell him, yes, I did, back in blah, blah, blah. I haven't for this long. But then I started to get very emotional, because I've never been able to tell anyone about, the traumatic parts of the relationship. And I thought, fuck it, I can tell my husband, play the victim and blame everything on that motherfucker. Then I can cry and actually let out my emotion, and it just all works in my favor. So that is what I did. My tears were real, but I was crying that I was a target, that he was targeting me. Now, he didn't target me. I mean, if he was targeting me because, he was lonely and shit in his relationship, and he was just going on his friend list, and I was the fucking next one, yes, but in the real, negative, trying to make my life hell, trying to go all over social media, wreck my whole life, wanting to go to my family and my friends. Anyways, so my husband started to fucking hate this guy, and I was, in that moment, clean. I was clean. So I don't know what was happening in my husband's head at the time, if he was just like making excuses for me so he could stay with me and not be like, well, fuck you. But if he ever brought up anything with cheatery shit, I'd just throw, 5 years ago, you fucking cheated on me, motherfucker, and I'm still here. Anyways, so he thought that, I'm sure that he was like, okay, well, you forgave me, so I'll fucking forgive you, blah, 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 blah. But he could not. He could not forgive me. Now, I didn't give a shit about the shady fucking shit he was doing online 5 years ago. I was fucking pissed that he propositioned my sister. So I always kept that in the back of my mind. Threw it in his face when he tried to throw any of this shit that I did, which he did when he got drunk. He couldn't let it fucking go. When he fucked up, I read marriage books, and I'm like, okay, this is what we have to do. Anyways, I tried to revisit it, but he could not get over it. He could not. He was going through my phone, going through all of my stuff in my closet. He was reading my journal. It became a living fucking hell. Now, I understand now his emotional distress, and there was no way for him to, like, I could compartmentalize what he did in the past. He couldn't with me. You know what his excuse was, is that he didn't give a shit about all these women online, but I fell in love, which was trauma bond, with my person. So he says that it's different. Him showing his dick and everything to the bitches was okay. Them talking about fucky sucky and stuff, that's all right. But because I actually had feelings for someone, I'm the devil, I'm the demon. Whatever. I'm not trying to explain it away. I'm just telling you the different dynamic. So after him not being able to get over the bullshit, him yelling at me, getting drunk all the fucking time, I went, I started wanting to go back to the crazy ex, because my husband would not stop talking about him. Did he talk to you today? Did he call you? No, he hasn't. And he keeps bringing him up. So now I'm in a toxic environment away from the other toxic environment, and that is looking better than what I'm in. So now I want to go back to the other person because I forgot about all the pain and anguish, because I'm pain and anguish over here. So I do go back. I do reach out. I do fucking yell and scream at that guy. Finally, I tell him that I was doing shady shit about his back, trying to fucking make him jealous and upset and angry and, you know, being more toxic and shit with him. Anyways, so I got him back into my life. My husband is snooping. He's finding out that I'm talking to a fucking dude again. I'm trying to explain it away. I'm telling him, okay, I feel like a shameful piece of shit for doing this, but I explain away that I don't want him. He's a crazy fuck. He's completely opposite of you, you know, and I started naming off all the wonderful fucking qualities of my husband and all the shady shit about him. But what the fuck does that matter? I was still fucking talking to him, right? But I was trying to do this mind fuck to get my husband to relax, just calm down. I'm just, you know, I'm not talking to him. I told my, you know, the crazy ex, I said, I can't talk to you anymore. I was completely distraught. I was fucking miserable with my husband. I was miserable that I couldn't be with crazy. But I knew that I couldn't be with crazy because crazy's crazy, right? So here I am just all fucked up. So I try to go behind my husband's back later because I couldn't deal with all of his depression, yelling, anger. And so I tried to covertly go back to Crazy X. Anyways, I couldn't stay away. So I was making up, you know, new emails, different apps, different phone apps, everything, just and deleting them every day. Okay. And it was just too much. I was just like, it was too fucking stressful having to hide all the time. Husband coming home, being very, just fucking watching every move that I made, that finally my husband said, do you want to get a divorce? And I said, yes. Because it was too much. I was getting yelled at every fucking day. Yes, I was doing shady shit, but I was also, and don't fucking say reactive abuse, because I was not yelling at my husband. I was not doing anything to make him react. His brain, okay, he's got, he has NPD, OCD, and his brain was just enraged, and he could not fucking trust me ever again, which he should not have. But if he actually came together with me and was trying to make it work with me, I think that there would have been a better result, you know. But would have done something down the line. I could have done something else way down the line. It was only when I lost everything that I was able to become self-aware and actually want to change. I would not have been able to do that if I was still in a relationship with my ex-husband. So I'm actually very proud of my ex-husband that he was able to have the courage to leave me. Okay? I respect him because he left me. I respect him. Okay? I'm not blaming him, except for the shady sister shit. You ain't getting, you're a piece of shit forever for that. But for everything else, yes. Now, am I a demon in this man's eyes for the rest of his life because of the end of our relationship? Yes. Yes, I am. He has forgotten everything I've ever done in that fucking anything good. It's now all bad. Whatever, I can't fucking change that. I just want to know that you will not be able to move on unless you are able to understand how we think, that it's not you. It's not you. And you will be able to move on a lot quicker and be a lot stronger. But I'm telling you, I respected that motherfucker for leaving. So if you think that you are going to just keep forgiving and your partner is going to think that you are just an angel with a halo on your head, you know, for taking the abuse and staying all the time, no. You lose respect one bit at a time, okay? All right, so I hope this video was helpful. Throwing all my garbage out there. Fuck. All right. Have a great day. Namaste.